Happy Tuesday! Welcome back to My Forever Plus One. We are...
I'm the man from Jersey.
And I'm Teriyaki. And today we are eating... from Subculture. Not
No, you have to move it. It's not like the other lens. You gotta move it back so I can get it.
Haha, we are eating from Subculture.
Yeah, we got some sandwiches, some disco fries.
And a wrap for me.
So, to all 31 of our subscribers, we apologize for taking a little hiatus. Life stuff happened and the uploads kind of slowed down a bit, but we're back. So yeah, let's get into this. We're just gonna get straight into this because I'm really hungry. Oh, and I know in the last mukbang I said that we're gonna try to have topics coming into these, so we have like a talking point, but we don't have one for this one. So we're just gonna kind of try to do like a little life update, just like, because some stuff has happened in our lives, you know, decisions have been made and whatnot, and yeah, we're just gonna talk about that while we enjoy this food. Huh? It's really hot?
Yeah.
It's not hot.
Tough view.
No, it is hot. I'm not gonna lie. It's like hard to get this thing open. Oh, that's why, because I'm pulling on the wrong thing. Alright, so let these air out for a bit. So this is what, baby? Disco fries?
Yes, disco fries.
So we got disco fries, which got the, what is it, cheese and gravy?
I think the website said mozzarella cheese and brown gravy. No pork in the gravy.
It goes, right?
Did you sanitize your hands?
Well, I did wash them at Subculture.
I mean, I did too. Here, we got utensils. Use utensils. Use some utensils for the fries. I'm guessing that's ketchup.
I got a meatball sandwich. Hopefully this meatball sandwich is good, because I think the last meatball sandwich I had from the place in Jersey City wasn't that good. Remember when I ordered it on Uber Eats and I was like, it's not really that good. This thing looks definitely crazy though. Does this got like barbecue or something on it? Little meatball sandwich. Let's get into it, honey. I'm hungry so. Oh wait, I got some aluminum foil stuck on it.
I don't wanna
put the fries there?
Yeah.
So then what the hell am I supposed to do? You like this?
Put it right here, you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
That should work, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Eating in a car, we make it work. Ooh, I got a pickle. That sounds so weird. I got a pickle. I got a chicken Caesar wrap.
That's kind of skimpy.
Well, I didn't ask for lettuce, that's why. It would probably look fuller if there's lettuce. I don't know. Ever since there was that like lettuce E. coli scared thing, nope, not very fond of lettuce. They got the croutons.
When was that?
I don't know. Remember, like they even like had signs at Chipotle and other places that were like, "We're not serving lettuce because of E. coli contamination, whatever."
That was like a while ago, though.
Yeah, but I still don't trust lettuce. Not bad.
What's the difference between this and
Let's try to
poutine?
put another fork there.
Poutine's that Canadian thing.
I always want to try poutine, but obviously I have to put my hand out for like authentic poutine.
I tell y'all, but this is better than the last meatball sandwich I had. So we're just sharing this fork, right? I mean, like, it don't
You want me to put another fork?
matter. No, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying we're sharing it, right?
I guess, yeah.
That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
we're used to sharing things. What you call it? I haven't had a chicken Caesar wrap, I think, since college.
Really? So I still have a hard time with that stuff. So what exactly does that mean? Like when I met you, you were a college student, right?
No, I was in grad school.
Okay, so then what, like 3-4 years you haven't had one? I don't know. Hit me with a timeline. Like what does that mean?
Those croutons are like really in there.
Wait, so grad school is different than like college?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
It's a higher level of education. Not college. I think college is technically called like post-secondary education.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And then,
I think Canadians use that. And
but I haven't.
post-secondary.
But basically, to give you a timeline, I graduated college in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably haven't had a meatball, chicken parm since like 2013 or before.
Really? You graduated in 2013?
Mm-hmm.
7 years ago? That's crazy. I didn't know it was that long.
I know, right? Mm-hmm.
But look.
Maybe I will put another fork there.
Why, Mommy? Because you don't want to wait for me to get at these?
Yeah. Shout out to them for giving us plenty of utensils.
I got my green tea on deck.
And ice water. I got my seltzer. Because I love seltzer.
The high today was like 91 degrees. So, definitely need some ice water.
Despite this heat wave or whatever, I think they called it a heat wave. That's like going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've still gotten out, made our money, and now we're enjoying this delicious food.
Yeah.
Despite it being really hot outside.
But I want to give the little life update thing.
Okay.
So basically, I kind of had to like reevaluate the way I was going about, I guess you could say, life. Cause, ooh,
He forgot his Mexican Coke.
Lady, is this like easier? Do we need to?
Let me see.
That would suck if like we need that and they don't have it.
Yeah. Let me see.
But yeah, so while you're doing that,
Nope.
you need it. You need the.
This is. I usually have one on me, but I don't have it.
It's all good. I'll drink it later, maybe. But yeah, I kind of like, I needed to reevaluate how I was doing things because I was working a lot, which to me is not a bad thing. Like, I genuinely like to work. I like to feel productive. I hate days where I feel like I haven't done much. I honestly just view them as like wasted days. That's just how I am. I don't know if other people think of it that way, but that's how I view it. Right? But basically, you know, if you don't know by now, me and my
He dropped my fry.
me and my girlfriend, we're both doing Uber right now. That's pretty much how we're making the bulk of our money. And I was doing Uber, but like on a workaholic status. I'm talking like 60, 70 hours, sometimes work weeks doing Uber. And I had to really reevaluate things. I was like, I'm doing Uber, that's taking up the bulk of my time, and then I'm giving kind of minimal effort to other aspects of my life, such as like the podcast I have with my cousin, and just that in itself, when you have like a podcast and we're trying to start that into like a business, like that's very time consuming. And I wasn't giving much time to it because I'm just always doing Uber, 12-hour days, 10-hour days, coming home and, you know, just a couple hours on it or whatever, very minimal effort, and then you go to sleep, eat, you shower, whatever you do. Before you know it, the day is gone. So I started thinking to myself, like, Uber's cool, but like Uber's not, like Uber could fire me tomorrow. You know, a customer could just say some stuff. I'm literally addressing this to you right now, honey. Like a customer could say something like, oh, this guy did something, whatever, and if Uber deems it
Credible.
Credible, they could just fire me, you know?
Yeah.
So I started thinking, I'm like, yo, like I'm trying to boss up, hustle up, and start something that's my own, like my own business. So me and my cousin, we started the 5230 podcast, that's the name of it, and it's a basketball podcast. We talk about sports, and you know, you might say I'm being overly ambitious, but I'm trying to go like all in for that stuff. I'm trying to get like merch done. I'm trying to get.
Would you like to show them your
Oh yeah, I got like my girlfriend. She made me like a phone case for it. So like that
Prototype.
along with just like actually making the content and then editing the content, because I want to make it look professional. I want it to come across like a real show, not just like, oh, it's just these dudes in a janky setup and they're just talking. You know, there's other things, like our audio's not all the way right yet with our videos. We're still learning how to get the actual picture quality good, the video quality. We're trying to learn how to structure the podcast so it just seems more like seamless and whatnot. And you know, like I said, the merch, website, social media, our Instagram page for that, all these things, you have to make these things look on point. If you're trying to make it a business, these things have to be on point. And you know, between, like I said, how much Uber I was doing, I would come home tired, and subconsciously or whatever, I would put minimal effort towards it, because I'm like, man, I just worked 12 hours Uber. And you know, I just started thinking, like, why not just cut the hours on Uber, just work just enough to make how much money I need, not be greedy with it, and then put all that extra time just into the Hoops podcast or spending time together, other aspects of my life. You know, I even want to like try to have fun from time to time, because I don't do stuff like that anymore. Like, all I was doing was just working, sleeping, friggin' just stuff like that. It was all work and no play, you know?
Yeah, like I keep bringing up that, like, I don't know, I see it in like movies and like even couples that I know personally that either they're like so absorbed in their work that they don't make time for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And even their families, like if those people with like actual families. I kept telling him, I was like, it would be nice to like have fun date nights and even just make more time to just like go on walks together maybe, or
like even little small things like playing basketball. Like, I never play ball anymore.
I was talking about like as a couple, and like to go on just like, even things are opening up again slowly but surely. Maybe it would be nice to take like a small road trip somewhere, maybe to like, I don't know, Philly, or there's a little girl pointing at us in a stroller. But yeah, maybe we could take like a nice road trip to Philly or like Atlantic City or something like that, you know, like a little getaway.
Yeah, so I kind of made that decision. Yeah, I'm dipping my sandwich in honey mustard. I know it's kind of weird, but I want to see what's up with it. This honey mustard smells real good.
He loves sauces. This straw is like really long for like no reason. I guess they ordered long straws because I think they have milkshakes too.
But yeah, so I pretty much made that decision to cut my Uber hours, because I was trying to aim for like 1,800, 2,000 a week, right? Now my goal, I'm just trying to work like 40-hour work weeks instead of like 60, 70, and I'm cool with like 1,000. 1,000 a week is my goal. I could live with that, make that amount of money, and then put time and effort into building our brand, our business, you know?
Man, 1,000 a week's really good. Like, there's people out there who like work 40 hours a week and then they only get paid $15 an hour.
15?
Yeah, my Filipino accent came out.
If the 5230, if my other business venture, if that kicked off overnight, like if from tomorrow we drop some viral video and then out of nowhere we're getting consistently like a couple tens of thousands of views, 20,000 on the video, 30,000, maybe 100,000, you never know. Like I'm saying, if it becomes like that, it gains traction, and we're making legit money off it, and like our merch and all that is selling and we're doing good, you think I'll really be doing Uber? Like, I'll just be doing that, you know? So that's what I'm trying to get it to build that so that I can stop doing Uber. And that's not me being like ungrateful, because I'm grateful for Uber, trust me. I hate having bosses. I've always hated having a boss. I've always hated having to clock into a job and knowing like I'm gonna be stuck in this environment for the next 8, 9, 10 hours. You gotta deal with annoying coworkers you don't like. You gotta worry with friggin' power hungry bosses. That was honestly the main one. Like those power hungry bosses that think that they could talk to you all types of ways that they want. Like I've never been good at that. And throughout my life, I haven't held on to like many jobs for much long, or like a long time, because that's not my personality. Some people, they want that, they seek that, they want that type of security, that type of environment. But like, I don't know, as of now, Uber's been treating me good. I make more than enough money than I need to, and like, I just love the flexibility of it. Like if I had something really important to do, let's say I needed to get some stuff done with the 5230 Hoops podcast today, and it was gonna consume my entire day, I literally could just not work Uber. I don't have to like ask a boss if I can take the day off or whatever. Have to worry about him firing me or whatever. Like, I say that to say that I'm definitely grateful for Uber. I'm not gonna say like, oh, Uber's trash or anything. It's great. Trust me. I think it's great. And I'm happy that in this day and age, we even have opportunities to just literally turn your phone on, an app, and you can make at least $1,000 a week.
Yeah. It's very convenient, especially like if you do have a family. You never know, like something might happen and you need to rush to them. Like, there's definitely a benefit of like, oh, let's say you have an office job, you have to find your boss, ask them, like, oh, hey, I have to leave early, and then that'll be like a derogatory mark on your work or whatever. Or you can just go offline on your Uber app and just be like, I'm just gonna stop working for now, tend to the things that my family needs.
Yeah.
If anything, I can always call back later.
Yeah.
It's definitely a plus.
The other thing I really like about Uber is the instant cash out. You just pay like 50 cents and you get all your money for like immediately. You don't have to wait like 2 weeks to get paid. Lit. Yo, getting paid bi-weekly sucks. I'm not gonna say the bad word, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really need some cash and you're like, man, I gotta wait 10 more days to get paid.
Yeah, imagine like you have like bills that are due and you need the money right now, but you don't get paid until next week, and you're just like,
it's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
and you're just like, okay, I have to like call these companies, let's say if it's credit cards, and be like, can I pay next week because my paycheck comes next week? Like,
Yeah.
can you not cut off my electricity because my paycheck comes next week?
So with all that said, like, I'm not saying like I hate Uber. I'm super grateful for Uber, DoorDash, all those things. I'm super grateful for them. All those like gigs. I'm just saying Uber and DoorDash, those are the ones that work for me. There's other ones like Amazon Flex and stuff like that. That's just not really wavy for me. I've tried to like convince myself that I would want to do it, but at the end of the day, I never really did it. So like, you know, my heart wasn't truly in it, you know? I don't like doing Uber or like Lyft.
Like the rideshare stuff.
No, I like just Uber Eats, DoorDash. That's good money for me. And that's basically where I'm at with it right now. Just do that, just enough to hopefully make $1,000 a week. Let's say 4,000, maybe a little more than 4,000 a month. The thing is too, like, I'm taking a break from working, right? Like working so much, but I still do plan on working every single day though, at least a little bit. Just, it's not gonna be a 70-hour work week. It'll be like 40 hours, you know, but definitely spread out through Monday to Sunday. Sunday maybe work 4 hours. Saturday maybe 4 hours. Tuesday, which is the day we're shooting this, I only work like 4 hours. So that's like 12 hours, and then like 28 hours split within the other 4 days. So like 7, 7, 7. That doesn't look that bad, right? You still get your 40 hours, and if you could clock 1,000, you're Gucci. You work on your other ventures that you have going on, and that's basically where I'm at with it right now. That's the biggest life update for me. I'm just focusing less on Uber and focusing more on the things that I view long term, I guess you could say.
Let's give a little food update. So far, I mean, the chicken Caesar wrap tastes like chicken Caesar.
The sandwich is good. I'm enjoying everything so far.
Yeah, me too.
No BS.
And like, the cool thing about subculture is that their menu items actually have like really interesting names.
Yeah.
Like my chicken Caesar wrap's called the Brute wrap, I guess a play on Julius Caesar. And then I think your thing was called "It Doesn't Really Matter" or "Doesn't Matter," something along those lines.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what that's a reference to though.
Yeah. I don't know. But their stuff has interesting names. And so far, taste-wise, so good. It's pretty good. So far, so good.
Now, honey, do you have any life updates you want to say?
I've just been working Uber. Last week kind of sucked because I had to get my car repaired because, dun dun dun, I had no brakes.
Where's my water, by the way?
Oh, I put it in here.
Oh. Yeah.
And, fun fact, that's the second time I've heard that in my life. First time was 2009. But yeah, apparently my brake pads were so thin or something that I really wasn't braking. It was like metal to metal. So I had to get that fixed. It took 3 days because they couldn't figure out what the problem was. Because whenever I was driving, there would be like this weird thud noise. Mm-hmm. Even he heard it when he was in the car with me.
Yeah, I'm the one who encouraged you to like go get that done ASAP.
Yeah. And then they were like, maybe it's your brakes, and like something with calipers. So they worked on like that stuff and like something with draining and replacing differential fluid. So that took like a total of 3 days. So last week, yeah, my finances kind of took a hit. Mm-hmm. My paycheck took a hit from Uber.
Yeah.
I still made some pretty good money towards the rest of the week, but I didn't make as much as I normally would. But I'm trying to get back into the swing of things again this week. The car is running pretty smoothly. I still have one question about it though, but that can get answered anytime. It's not really that pressing, at least I don't think so. And then, yeah, I've just been working the Uber Eats and stuff.
Honestly, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, like,
it's super easy.
I wasn't really, like, to be honest, I wasn't really that much of a big fan of like the idea of doing food deliveries.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people that he kind of described earlier that's kind of used to like working under a supervisor, working under a boss. And I was just used to it.
Yeah.
And like looking back at like all the jobs I've had, whether it was like in doctor's offices, in actual like offices, in like the tutoring center jobs that we had, like looking back at it, I was like, for like years and months, I let myself stay unhappy in these jobs. Mm-hmm. Or like I'd have those bosses that are like, the work, you think you're doing like really good work and it's never good enough for them, and you're just like, what the heck? Hello.
I hate those bosses that they hire you clearly to do one job. Like, basically, I hate the bosses that make you want to do the task of like 5 different employees.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, I was hired to do this. Why are you telling me to do this? This was not on the application. Yeah, the job description. This was not on it. Like, why are you switching like things up? Like, are you gonna pay me more now because I'm doing 2 different duties, 2 different tasks, 2 different job titles? Are you gonna pay me more?
Yeah, I actually had a job like that, like not right out of college, like a year or so after I graduated college. And I was hired as a secretary. And apparently that also meant you also take people's vital signs and you do EKGs.
Remember when you worked at
Which honestly, for someone who is actually trained in a program to do EKGs, you actually get like a lot more money per hour.
Yeah. Just
because you have that special training or certification or whatever they call it.
Okay.
And I'm just here getting paid like $10. I got paid $10.25 an hour. And I'm like,
yeah, that stuff is not
I should be getting paid more to do this extra stuff. But no, because you're cheap. But whatever, that's another story. But like, looking at...
Look, I'm going to say one thing real quick. I'm going to just interrupt. No, look, because I want to say it. Because you brought up the thing about you got a 25-cent raise. Like, that's terrible. Like, I say that to anyone out there who has like something that you're trying to get off the ground, like any business venture or any passion project. Like, go for it, yo. Like, do you really want to be the type of person that you're like working, you've been at this job for 4 years and your freaking salary's only gone up by like 75 cents in these 4 years. Like, does that seem cool to you? Like, you should strive for a little greater than that, you know. And that's to bring it back to me. That's what I'm like. I like Uber, but I'm just trying to aim a little higher, you know. So anyone out there with a passion project, man, just go for it, man. It's never too late. Start today. Cause man, that 9 to 5 rat race stuff, like, that's not wavy. Like, you don't want to be 60 years old, like, or 50 years old being told by someone that you're fired. Like, that's horrible, you know?
I'm trying to think about what I was gonna say. I don't know, but before that, we were talking about like working Uber Eats. I mean, I like it because I can literally just take a day off whenever I need to. It's not like my last job where you were allowed 2 days off in a week, and if you asked for a specific day off, they'd make you take 3 days off in a week because freaking, I don't know what her reasoning was, but it was just stupid. Like, I'm legit allowed 2 days off in a week. You could at least do me a solid and make the day I'm asking for one of them, but no, you have to take paid time off, which, by the way, you haven't earned yet. And like, that's just really annoying. I guess the convenience of having like one of those jobs, like one of those official, like you're working for an official company, they offer benefits. It's only if they offer benefits, but sometimes even benefits are like a pain in the neck because you're getting docked from your paycheck, and then your insurance isn't even covering everything you need. Like, why do I have a $400 bill from my dermatologist right now? Because my insurance that I was getting freaking deducted, what, $175 a paycheck, didn't cover anything. So I guess that's like, yeah, that's definitely a downside of having like one of those jobs, unless it has like a really good benefits package. Like my dad's old job had a really good benefits package. You can rarely find that in like jobs nowadays, at least from what I've experienced. I don't know about other people, maybe there's like other jobs with good benefits or whatever, but with a job like Uber Eats, like the benefits are that you can work on your own schedule, and you honestly, like, I've honestly made way more working my Uber Eats job than any job I've ever had before.
Me too.
I will honestly say that.
Me too.
Like, I never, like, the first time I made over 1,000 in a week, I was like, whoa. Last job I had was 40 hours a week, $15 an hour. That's like, what, 600 something dollars, I think?
What was it?
$15 an hour, 40 hours.
600.
Yeah. And like, you're not happy. You're listening to like some coworker talk about who she like hooked up with yesterday, and you're like, I could really not care about this. I just want to put like headphones on and like drown you out, but I can't because I'm at work. But like Uber Eats, like you're in a car, you can listen to podcasts, you know, like the 5230 podcast, you know.
Well,
or like you can listen to your own music, or you could talk on the phone to someone like while you're working. Like, you have so much freedom. The only thing is like, yeah, you're an independent contractor and you don't have benefits, even though like sometimes like certain apps, they like collaborate with some companies to like get people benefits, but I haven't looked into that yet. I have benefits from the state though, so that's always good. I mean, both of us do technically. But yeah, working, it definitely has its benefits. That's mainly all I've been doing now. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things after the car got repaired. And I haven't been really doing much this week. I didn't really have to help my mom with anything, so today's pretty good. We made it so that we both kind of take the rest of the day on Tuesdays off. Like me, I'm taking the whole day Tuesday off. Like, that's my day off. But him, he works at least the lunch shift now. Actually, let me try it. But he actually takes like the lunch shift off. I mean, no. He works the lunch shift and we'll take the rest of the day off. I'll just say it right now. I suck at getting my words out sometimes.
Alright, so like I said earlier, I never take a full day off. So I at least work lunch shift today, but then the rest of the day I take off. I don't work dinner. Was that so hard?
What are you trying to say? Like, that's actually not bad. But
I like their answer. Wait, let me just say this one thing, because you said earlier, we were talking about how these jobs want to have you do like 3-4 different things that aren't in the description. And I remember you actually said the one that I wasn't thinking about, because I was thinking about when you were working at the Apple Montessori, and you're like supposed to be like working with the kids, and then they wanted you to like take garbage out, and you're like, what? It didn't say that on your job description, right? That you were gonna have to take garbage out, or it did? I remember you made a fuss about it.
That job was the worst job I'd ever had, ever. Lowest paying job that I've had after college, and just the worst job.
You seemed miserable.
I was miserable. That's why I quit after only 2 months. Because it says maintain cleanliness. When we had the tutoring center job, they would tell us, like, try to maintain, like, the cleanliness of, like, the tutoring center. You know, if you see the tables are dusty, just wipe it down a little with these wipes. You know, if you're done using the dry erase board, wipe it down, make it clean for, like, the next person. Okay, great. So, I'm thinking maintain cleanliness of classroom means if someone uses a chalkboard, clean it up. Like, if the kids didn't put things back correctly, I guess put them back in their place, if anything. No, it literally meant janitor work. I felt like I was a janitor. There's cleaning ladies at professional buildings who made more doing what I was doing at that job. Like, I remember I was waiting at the bus stop, and this lady asked me what I do at the school because she saw the logo on my uniform, which I had to wear. And we were talking about it. She's like, how much do you get paid? And I told her. And she was like, huh?
How much were you getting paid?
Like $13 an hour.
And what was your job title?
Preschool teacher's assistant / janitor, apparently. But
and that was at a Montessori school.
Yeah, this lady worked for like 3 different people, I think she said 2 or 3, cleaning their houses, and she made double per hour what I did, and she would kind of do what I was doing plus a little bit more.
But she's getting paid double.
Yeah.
So she told you she was getting 26 an hour?
Around, I think it was like 25 an hour,
That's
20 something.
Still
yeah.
Good.
And I was just like, I literally went on that bus ride home that day, and I was like, I should just apply to be a cleaning lady if this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like basically cleaning these classrooms, like vacuuming, freaking mopping the bathroom. Like, you're telling me, like, I know this is like gonna sound like a really, I don't know what word to use for this, but like, you're telling someone who has a bachelor's degree, almost has a master's degree, to mop a bathroom floor.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, you could have the opportunity with who advanced as the actual, like, I forget what the heck the next level was of teacher, whatever. And I was just like, okay, let me do that because I'm certainly more qualified to do that. Oh, but the program's on hold right now, so we're not accepting. I was out of there.
Yeah, I was always encouraging.
Yeah,
look
like,
for better stuff.
In the beginning, I was happy because the kids were great, but once like the janitorial stuff kicked in, peace. So yeah, the only thing I have to clean with Uber Eats is make sure my steering wheel's always clean, my hands are properly sanitized, and yeah, make sure my car is clean. You know, get it car washed. That's the only thing about cleanliness.
I think
about this current job that I have.
I think for next video, a good topic would be we run through all our old jobs. I think that's a good topic for next video.
That would be really cool. Just be like, we had this job.
That's
basically our resume. Okay.
Yeah, so that's all we'll give on this one. No more job mentions, because that's coming in the next video. Stay tuned for that one. That's going to be a good one, because we both had some horrible jobs.
Yeah.
Which led us both to doing Uber, and yeah, like you said, we don't get benefits and stuff.
But we have like this certain peace of mind that like we're able to put food on our family's table, able to keep the roof over our head, able to keep our cars up and running, you know, like.
All right, let's put it like this: if you're making $13 at a job with benefits, is that really much better than making $25 at a job with no benefits? Like, we're making double the pay, but we don't get benefits. Like, I still think this is probably better.
Yeah, and then
just if anything, be smart with your money, because you could put aside like money and stuff, or like.
Yeah, and then like a good thing is like I did work for a doctor's office, And she had an option for people who wanted to see her that didn't have insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she would be like, oh, you pay, this is your first visit, and then like a lower rate every visit after that. And she would have like little connections to pharmacies, like, here, since you don't have insurance, you go to this pharmacy, they'll help you out, get a lower price on your medication. Like, there's options out there. So like, I'm totally like open to that, better than getting like a freaking $400 bill from your doctor because your insurance that you like pay so much for doesn't cover anything. Like,
yeah.
Come on now. But health-wise, speaking of insurance, health-wise, I'm okay. But I don't know, life has just been life. Like, there's certain things that, like, since this pandemic hit, like, have definitely took a huge, massive turn. But I feel like financially, I'm better off now than I was before the pandemic. Well, not right before the pandemic, but like when I was still at that old job that I quit, like exactly a few weeks before this whole like quarantine, pandemic, whatever started. So I'm definitely happier at this job. And like I said, like I have freedom now to like just choose my own schedule, just help my mom out whenever she needs my help, be able to spend time with him when I need to. Like, if I need to, like, take a break from myself, like a mental health day or something, I can do that.
Yeah, you're going to tell your boss, hey, man, I'm mentally not into it today. I'm just going to not go in.
Yeah, like, that's the thing with some jobs that they actually allow you to do that now that I've heard. Like, I have, like, I know people that are like, oh, my job allows me to take mental health days, and it's, like, really great. But, like...
But I'm saying, what if you don't have...
Well, most jobs aren't like that.
What
They're
if
just
you don't
gonna be
have
like...
one?
So do you want this job or not? Because I need someone who's dedicated to this and will be here whenever I need them to be.
You hit up your boss.
Yes, I'm mimicking someone that
you hit up your boss like, hey man, I woke up this morning feeling really, really, really depressed, man. And like,
I need a mental health day.
No. Like, you vent to them, like, hey, I feel really depressed, man. My life is going in a downward spiral, whatever. You like, oh, okay.
Will you be here tomorrow?
But like, can you like at least come like later on in the day or tomorrow? Like, come on, fam. So
yeah, like,
there's pros and cons to this gig life that we're in right now.
Yeah.
But it's chilling for me. I don't mind it.
Yeah, and like, life's good. Like, I'm making time for everything. Like, now I'm gonna try to edit our videos more since I had a lot of fun with it. With the which video did I edit? The roses one, I think. I had a lot of fun doing that. So I'm gonna try to edit more of the videos now, put my little spin on them, try to take some load off of my baby's shoulders because he's doing the 5230 hoops editing too.
Yeah.
So you can only edit so much, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to put too... That was honestly a big thing in my life. I would always just try to put too many ideas on my plate and whatnot, and it's like, yo, sometimes you gotta chill. Like, maybe just do one or two, you know? But you trying to be a graphic designer, a videographer, a photographer, a rapper, a director, this, that, and the night. Like, yo, chill, fam. Like, try to do like one at a time, if anything. Master one, move on to the next one.
Yeah.
You know?
So, like, I'm gonna try to get a good hang on editing. Like, I don't think, like, I'll be at the same level as, like, Judy Travis from It's Judy Times channel, who I subscribe to, because she edits, like, every day and posts, like, that video the next day. So, power to her, but I think she's a stay-at-home mom, but whatever.
Yeah, she's probably in that position now where that's what she makes money doing that.
Yeah,
her
and her family make money doing that. They get, like, sponsored trips and stuff.
Yeah,
like, that would be cool
job.
to be on, like, that level.
If you knew that, like, this video, you edited this video tonight, and when you uploaded it, it would get enough views that you would make like a couple $1,000s off of this video. You would be motivated, right? You'd be like, oh man, I'm gonna knock this edit out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snatch this couple thousand. You know, it's not always about the money, but I'm saying, like, I mean, money's never a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
You need money for everything.
Yeah, especially in this world nowadays, you need money for everything.
But another thing too about you, honey, you're paying your debts off. So that's a good thing. I was
so happy really last night because I literally have like a note on my phone that states all like the interest rates of my credit cards and stuff. And last night I think I was checking because there's some credit cards that I don't want the accounts to close because they're really good credit cards. and like I want to keep them active. So I was trying to see like, maybe if I use this one, how much interest will they charge me? So I went into my statement and I found out that like my interest rate was lowered like by 2%, which with credit card interest is pretty significant if you think about it.
All of them are lower, right? You showed me yesterday.
And then I literally went through each of my credit card accounts that I have, and each credit card account had a lower interest rate. And I remember I was sitting next to my mom at the table and I was like, Mommy, they lowered my interest rate. She goes, see, they are seeing that you're making good payments and they are proud of you, so they are lowering your interest.
So just keep with it. Just keep paying them off. I know it's going to feel amazing.
And like, there's always that financial rule. It's like, what, use 30% of your credit limit? Is it 30%? I forget. I had to look it up. But I know there's a financial rule about that. It's like, if you're given this much of a credit limit, you should only lose like this certain percent of it.
I've broken that rule.
Yeah, I've definitely freaking broken that rule. I've maxed out how many credit cards?
I've maxed out a few credit cards.
But now that like I'm paying everything off, I obviously still want to keep building my credit history for the better, because when we get like the house that we're dreaming of in the future, and like after that, like I get the car that I've been dreaming of getting, because I did see a TikTok video that they're like, if you're planning on buying a house, don't buy a brand new car just yet. Wait until you close on the house and then wait after that and get the car or whatever. So in all due time, everything will come into place.
Honey, a home.
But like, I just really want to like work on my credit so that I can achieve all of that. If it's like, if we get the house in like 3 years and then I get my dream car in like 5 years, I don't care. I have a car that works pretty well now, which surprisingly, which is really funny, last weekend I kept getting compliments on my car. It's like not even, technically it's my dad's car and then he gave it to me after he paid it off, but like still, like I'm taking pretty good care of the car according to other people. They're like, it looks really great. I can't believe it's 15 years old. So right now that I have a car that's still up and running after 15 years and barely has any problems and it's fully paid off, I'm gonna keep using it and milking that until I'm in a great financial stability that I can buy a new one. Doesn't matter if it's like, hopefully it'll last me for the next few years though. Fingers crossed. But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so you said the thing about the home and the car, and that's pretty much like 100% true. Because you know that a car so a home is an asset. Did you know that? A home is an asset. Mm-hmm. This is one thing like people need to know.
These are things I learned from TikTok.
A home is an asset. It's good to own real estate. That's one thing you always hear people say, right? They say stocks and bonds, real estate, these are good things you want to be in, right?
Yeah, I think they said like the term is like they appreciate.
Yeah, so these are things that appreciate, right? Think about it. You get a home, right? You start off becoming a homeowner. You rent out like the upstairs. You get like a 2-family one. You rent out the upstairs. You have someone now helping you pay your mortgage for your home, which is something you're gonna own. The people helping you pay, they're not gonna own that. This is gonna be something you own. Now if you get another house, now you own this house. You literally can have 2 people living there, both paying you rent. This is gonna be something that you own. Once that home's paid off, people are just still gonna be paying you rent. Now that's money you're caking off of. These are things that appreciate, and everyone needs a home, right? Now you brought up the car. A car is honestly,
it depreciates. I know.
Yeah, so
like as soon as you drive a car off the lot, it depreciated like that.
So it's good. So a car is good for us, right? Because we use it for work. Mm-hmm. I use a 2004 Honda Civic that I bought for like $2,500. I'm talking about when you go to the dealership and you buy a brand new car. To me, that's not all the way wavy unless you're making hella money. Like you said, a car literally depreciates the minute you drive off the lot. As soon as you drive it after that, all the miles you accumulate on that car depreciating. When you sell that car, try to sell it, you're not gonna get back what you spent for that or even close.
Let me just interject. It's like some people like you hear them, oh, we bought this house back in this year for $200,000 and now it's worth $800,000 or like $1 million, like the property. Whoa, that's great. We got the car in 2005 for around roughly $29,000-$30,000. Now it's worth $3,000.
Yeah.
Like, appreciation, depreciation.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad that you like realize that.
I do realize that, but you can't help a girl for dreaming that she has a dream, for dreaming about a new car. I'm not jumping to it, but that's obviously something that I want. Cause I honestly like my car that I'm driving doesn't suit me, so I want something that'll suit me better. You know?
Yeah.
Because you get certain looks when you're like a 5'1" Asian girl driving a pickup truck.
But you know what's funny? I don't even think your dad and mom are the ones who got that car. I don't even think that car suits your dad either.
I don't know.
It's like an orange pickup truck. It's like an orange mini pickup truck. It's not like an all the way
really
pickup
cool
truck.
Driving it though.
I don't know. Orange.
It's the nicest color of that car that year. I'm telling you. If I could insert a picture, I would. But yeah, like I hate showing up to like formal events, like someone's wedding, and you put the car to valet because that's all they have at the venue, and you get out and like really nice dress, really nicely done hair,
and you're getting out of
high heels, and I'm getting out of a pickup truck, and you just see the valet people going. Trust me, it's happened more than once, and I'm just like.
It reminds me of Kat, like when my sister, when Kat was like a teenager. Because the two cars, now my dad has like his Range Rover or whatever.
Explorer.
Whatever,
Yeah.
but before that,
Before he had a Range Rover, that's why.
Before that, like the two cars my dad was whipping, like there was a point in time where the black pickup truck was legit my dad's car. Like that was his main means of transportation. And before that, it was the ugly white van. So like, and my dad used to drive Kat to like dances and stuff like that, little things she would have to go to as like a teenager. So imagine her hopping out of a white van, hopping out of a black pickup truck.
Hair all done up, nice heels.
I don't know if Kat cared all the way, but like still, that goes with what you're saying, like a lady getting out of a pickup truck. I don't know. Unless you're like Letty.
Letty from Fast and Furious.
Letty, if I like, yeah, I could look good and get out of a pickup truck.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's pretty badass when, like, I see other women, like, driving big cars, like a pickup truck even bigger than mine.
The other day I saw some
pretty
girl.
badass, but, like...
The other day I saw some girl driving, like, a little chopper bike or whatever. I think I was on the phone when I told you, I'm like, yo, this, like, crazy girl on a bike literally cut around me and then just ate the red light.
Yeah, it was like, literally yesterday, I think.
That was a lady on it. And as much as I was kind of like, alright, you're kind of a DICK for that, at the same time I was like, yeah, that's pretty swag. Like, this chick is just on a bike, like a motorcycle. Like,
there's badass chicks who could pull it off. Props to them. Like, I saw a lady in a freaking brand new Dodge Ram the other day. Couldn't park it for shit, but she looked pretty good driving it. She couldn't park, trust me. I was watching her park. It was horrible.
Honey, you feisty this episode. I'm trying to...
she looked good driving it, though. She couldn't park it, but she looked good driving it.
Honey, you're feisty this episode. You're legit, like, talking right over me. You're just like, I don't give a F that you're talking right now. I'm just gonna talk.
Well, you cut me off earlier. By the way, this wrap is really good with the honey mustard.
I like this episode. I feel like we segued into a lot of topics, but it was cool. So we ate from Subculture. Good food.
In Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm ready to take the rest of the day off and just be lazy. I gotta go to the supermarket real fish. I have to go to the supermarket.
That's because he has to get cans of tuna.
I have to go to the supermarket real quick.
Freudian slip.
And I need to get some fish. I need to go to the supermarket real quick.
Fish.
I need to go real quick and get fish. Because another thing about being an adult, you have to budget. You have to set a budget. You can make a certain amount of money, but if you're trying to spend more than what you're making, what you doing, fam? So I'm budgeting, which means I have to do stuff like go to the supermarket and buy my food and make it for myself, so that I'm not spending $20 outside on every single meal, and eating away at my earnings.
Yes, but nothing about being an adult is you always have to make sure you're well nourished.
Yeah.
So I honestly am not against like going out and buying food because you're nourishing your body, but at the same time it's like, yeah, budget it, you know, like don't eat out constantly like Sunday through Saturday.
Let's put it like this.
Once or twice a week, okay.
Remember yesterday? Yesterday I ordered some Uber Eats because I was ill prepared. Like I said, I don't have my tuna fish. I like making rice with tuna. That's my swag. I love eating that. I was ill prepared. I was hungry. I was starving. I was getting sick and tired of eating peanut butter sandwiches and cereal. So I ordered Uber Eats. There was a 50% discount code. And even with that code, it still came out to $17. Imagine if you ate Uber Eats 3 times a week and you're spending like $20. $60 a week, $240 a month just to eat like 12 meals. That's not, you got a budget, man. So it's part of being an adult. I'm gonna go get me some tuna fish, be lazy the rest of the day.
We can do a video about that too.
What?
Adulting.
Yeah.
Adulting.
Some good ones. She's gonna edit this video tonight, so she's gonna have a lot of editing to do, and we're gonna close this out now. So Subculture, good luck. This has been my Forever Plus One. Good episode.
Jeez, pickle. Ow.
This is a good episode. We had a lot to say. But yeah,
Even though I lost my train of thought at one point, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's gonna happen. Anyways, with that said, guys, like the video, comment on the video, anything you have to say, whether good or bad, as long as you leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel.
If you want to see more from us.
And like all the YouTubers say, the little bell next to the subscribe button, make sure you click that so that when we upload a video,
you don't miss out.
You'll get the little drop down notification on your phone saying My Forever Plus One uploaded.
So and so. ...
But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Lengthy episode, but good talk, good food.
We'll see you.
And we'll see you on the next one.